Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Japan Fucks Up Again, part 973. The two people to the sides of me, fucking great. I love both my neighbors. The woman at the top, super nice. Barely talk to her. But the woman at the bottom, she didn't even come to the door. Yeah. Like, I rung the doorbell. I clearly heard her running up to the door
to look
in the peephole.
You should put your thumb on the peephole.
Yeah, and I guarantee the moment that she like looked at the peephole and like saw a gaijin, she's like, "Oh hell no! Like, I'm not going out there, dude. Are you kidding me?" And then so I immediately knew. It didn't say in this letter. It didn't say
who it was.
But man, like she must have not thought this through because in the letter she said, "I always hear you guys stomping around." So I'm like, well, then clearly you live below me. Like, you're not even hiding it now. Yeah. By typing out a clearly Google translated letter to me, she obviously thinks like, oh, these fucking dumbass foreigners don't know anything. And there's this like mentality of like xenophobic like Japanese people, usually very senile, who think that they can get their way because they're a senile Japanese person and we're just a dumb foreigner who doesn't know the rules. It's your boy! It's your boy! Hole in one! Woo! Yeah. What?
Joey, do you have any talent?
Been to your house, you don't stomp.
No, we don't.
You walk like pretty...
At all. It's not like we're fucking Neanderthals and just like stomping around in our apartments. I put it in her letterbox. Surprise, surprise. She hasn't complained since. She never took it to the housing company because I guaranteed the moment she read that letter, she was like, fuck. Oh shit, he ain't a gaijin. He's a Nihonjin.
You just slam dunked a senile with some Japanese.
When we went to say hi to the neighbors below.
Oh yeah, because you went with him, didn't you?
No, you weren't there. Okay. You know, they start speaking in Japanese and they start having a conversation. And slowly I see like the two Japanese women with me looking slowly more and more like displeased at what's being said.
Right.
And like, if I remember correctly, what was roughly translated was like, oh, my husband doesn't let me talk to foreigners without him there or something. And I was like, and the housing company woman was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't worry about it. They're just old or whatever. I was like, oh, great. What a warm welcome to Japan.
Right.
Like, in Japan, don't you have to write every like letter and like resume by hand?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Nowadays,
That's too much.
So there's like, what's the little job fair they do when they like leave school? What's that called? They spend like a year trying to get it.
Yeah,
and they can write up to 100 applications by hand. The same shit.
Yeah.
I would lose my damn mind.
I had to do that when I was applying for internships in Japan. God. I think I wrote 30.
Jesus
and
Christ.
That wasn't nearly as much as some of what like my friends did.
And apparently they look out for like if you care enough. And I'm like, to me, that just like seems like, why is this the thing that we're caring about?
Yeah, it's like, I don't care. I just want money.
Can we talk about the Japanese breakfast?
Oh my god, bro.
The like, not just the Japanese breakfast, very specifically the
ryokan breakfast.
Yeah, but that is the traditional Japanese
breakfast.
That's
the traditional Japanese
My first time hearing this was Chris Broad saying, don't ever like ask for the Japanese breakfast because it's shit.
You get about like 50 different dishes, I swear to God. And I'm just like, it covers this entire table. Right? And then as you're eating, they bring out like more dishes, like more small dishes in between, like the fish, the tofu, the soup, I can't even name it all.
There'll be like a salad, there'll be like a potato that's been marinated in like a different fucking way, I don't know. Yeah. There'll be like 2 different types of salad, probably a plate of just single tiny things that you've no idea what the fuck they are. They're probably going to be radish because everything seems to be radish. Like everything is a fucking radish in these ryokans.
Every time I see a Japanese breakfast in front of me, I'm like, why am I eating an art exhibition? And I never ever finish a Japanese breakfast.
You're eating this and you're like, yeah, it's filling and something's missing. Can I have coffee, perhaps? Do they have an espresso machine back there? Please, just I'll bring my own pods. I don't care. Just give me a fucking coffee, please.
Have we talked about Japan's coffee yet?
It's fucking awful.
It's awful. It is.
Japan truly is a tea society. The brainwashing that happens the first time you come to Japan, you're like, I can buy a hot coffee at a vending machine. oh my god, I'm gonna buy
Yeah,
this
I know.
every fucking
Yeah.
day.
Oh my god.
And then you realize it's just all sugar.
And
Yeah.
then you
Or
realize
like a
it's all
hint of
crap,
coffee.
and you're like, oh,
You know, I've like some of the best and poshest looking coffee shops I've been to in Japan have just had the shittest coffee.
yeah.
It's like acid. Yeah, wine
tastes-
kind of sucks here.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? It's you have to go to like a specialist wine place because like if you go to fucking Family Mart or Seven, it's like you're just basically picking poison if you drink the cheap wine here. You know, it's basically just bottled rat poison. That's how I see it.
It's grape flavored hand sanitizer.
We have such first world problems. We're just like concerned about the quality of the wine that we fucking do. Listen, what happened to us, man?
This costs about $2. It's literally a jar of sake.
And we all know how much I love sake. Oh god.
That's actually not
That's
bad.
not bad.
That's not bad at all.
What?
Actually. Man, some of the fucking like hate movements that happen towards Japanese YouTubers are crazy. I remember there was one, and on Japanese YouTubers, you fuck up once, your career is done. Because
Yeah.
they will hold on to that shit for the rest of your career until you're gone. Because there was one Japanese
Kinda like
YouTuber.
Western a little bit.
Yeah, but like to a completely different degree.
I don't know about that. I mean, people have very short memories.
But there was this one Japanese YouTuber who didn't even do anything bad. He had a pet goldfish, and the goldfish died, and so he threw the goldfish, like he drained it down the toilet.
Okay, right.
Basically, right?
That's fair
Really
enough.
standard, right? Like,
Yeah.
of course, that's what you normally do. It got so much hate that even at this day, it happened
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 years ago, and since then, every single one of his videos have gotten a 50% dislike ratio.
Damn.
Just from that one thing that he did.
They keep on to hate for like another level.
Yeah.
And I think that's why the idol culture here must be so scary because you fuck up once here if you're an idol or voice actress or something and
Yeah.
your career is just done.
It's just
Yeah,
done. They
it's
just
just done.
expect perfection from you.
It's a Japanese company, right? Hololive.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I'm really curious about that cut. I would be genuinely surprised if if the creator is getting 30% or more. Because
yeah.
you've been approached by a Japanese YouTube agency before, right?
Many times, yeah.
And they were offering similar cuts, right?
Absolute garbage. Dude.
Like what was the lowest one you've received?
The lowest one I received was 70-30, but 70 to the company, 30 to me.
Yeah, that's how it is. But you were already
Yeah.
established at that point, which is
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? It's ridiculous.
I mean, yesterday, why don't I tell you a little story, boys?
Okay, yeah, but it's Connor story time.
Connor
Do we
story
get
time.
a graphic Connor story time?
I went to the DMV.
Gather around the camp. Oh my god, this is already sounding
This
horrible.
is not a campfire story.
They gathered us all around and were like, hey, some of you are going to be rejected today for no reason. They literally said that. They said,
What?
They said, we might reject you and not explain why. And I'm like, what? Yeah, so I had to wait an hour and I was like, cool, it's all going well. She seems to be, happy with it. She's like, yep, okay. Yeah, no problem. Just come back in 2 days. I'm like, what?
怪しいよね。怪しいのは入れないに限るんだよね。ダメ。バイバイ。
What do you mean come back in 2 days?
Wait, so you didn't even get it?
I didn't get it today. I didn't get it
Oh
yesterday.
my god! So you haven't got it yet.
No.
After waiting, how long did you waste?
I left at 4 p.m. and I got there at 8 a.m. And it's an hour away
So
from me.
8
as well.
hours.
Yeah, like 8 hours
You
total.
wasted a whole day.
I lost a whole day
to not getting a license.
to get the paperwork, to
Okay.
get the license.
Because I remember you telling me just before that you were getting this.
It's all a bunch of fetch quests. This is
Yeah.
why they love. This is why all the RPGs in Japan have a bazillion fetch quests. Because living here is a fucking fetch quest. Every time you want to do anything, it's like, okay, get the prerequisite items.
Look, it's better than the Japanese national anthem, all right? We can all agree that is one of the worst national anthems in the world. I love this country.
Have you
but-
guys?
Japan has not only done this for Valentine's Day, they've done it for like
Everything.
Christmas,
Yeah,
they've done it for like
everything.
Halloween.
They've done it for
Yeah.
everything.
They've done it for
Yeah.
everything. They've just completely somehow made everything like a million times more complicated than it should be.
As if life here isn't stressful enough.
Yeah, right.
With all the fucking paperwork you got to fill out for everything.
I guess the setting is that like this guy's like trapped a chick in a room for like 6 days.
Oh, wow.
This is like his revenge story because he was like getting bullied. He got bullied at school, so he's captured a chick and basically her brains out during the first day.
Japan has like a worrying amount of like revenge, sexual like stuff, right? Like guy gets back at girl who didn't notice him.
There's a lot of NTR happening right
Yeah,
now.
there's a lot.
I'm not sure if I'm okay with that. Let's skip ahead.
Okay.
What blows my mind? What blows my mind though is that in Japan, at least like in Japanese schools, like you can get bullied for your blood type.
That's
Damn, man,
Yeah.
that's next level bullying.
It's like, oh, you're an A type.
That's
right?
just
It's like-
racism with extra steps, man.
Yeah.
That's- that does sound like an excuse. It's like, I bet he's a filthy O type.
yeah, you can't hang out with us O types because you're
Yeah.
an A type, right?
Most people in Japan only take half their holiday leave. Out of 20 days, they only take 10.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Why is that? Do you reckon?
Pressure,
shame.
because your boss will be like, "You've abandoned the team. How dare you?" You know. It's pretty.
What then?
When I was a teacher, like it was pretty. It could be quite stressful taking holiday leave.
right.
Even more ridiculous. One time I took like 3 days off, and they were like, "Okay," and I have to get it signed by a supervisor, and then the headmaster and the headmaster's mum. They all have to sign it, and then I decided actually I don't need that holiday. I'll just stay, and they got really angry. They're like, "What? You want to stay now? Don't do this again. You're not allowed to do that." And like they're really angry. And if you do take holiday leave, you're less likely to get that promotion.
Didn't somebody like a famous maybe politician got like it was like newsworthy that he took maternity leave, a man.
Yeah.
Most of the series is 4,500 yen. So I don't know.
$45 roughly.
$45,
Yeah.
roughly.
For one cut.
One cut.
Okay.
So one cut can take you like 1 hour,
Yeah.
1 day, 2 days.
Oh.
depends.
Oh gosh.
$45 for 2 days of work.
Or sometimes it can take you 1 week. Huh?
I know a great website called Fiverr. You might. What do you think about people who like think of Japan as a utopia, like this kind of perfect society? Because people give me shit when I say like bad things about Japan. Like, if you don't like it, just leave.
I mean, I love matcha,
You've been
but
here
I
your
don't
whole-
know what is so like heavenly about matcha.
Do you like matcha?
I do, but I understand that it's good, but I don't know why.
In
There's
America,
too much,
in America especially, they treat matcha like a brand of cocaine.
No,
Exactly.
no. Japan does too. Japan has matcha everything. I'm pretty sure there's like matcha toilet roll that you can eat.
No, but
You know what I mean?
what I'm
It's
saying is that
ridiculous.
in
There's
America
much
there are
matcha.
so many things in America, like so many, like even
There's
if
more
it's
in Japan.
even if it's a hint
No.
of Asian, they're just like, yeah, we gotta have matcha something.
We spoke about it before. I remember like Takeshi's Castle.
Yeah.
Like the Japanese version, I think it was 3 million yen was the prize.
Yeah.
And I thought for a game show that fucking hard, $30,000 doesn't seem like a fair reward for a show that only like 5 people ever won.
But in most Japanese quiz
not
shows,
about the
like
money.
yeah, well, it is about the money, but when it is about the money, the max you get is like 10K, and
That's tragic.
usually that's split because like usually it's like a team based.
Oh no.
Like thing, so it's like you guys win 10K split between the 5 of you, so it's more, and then after taxes, so you probably get about $1,000
What's
each.
your, like,
Cheering
what's your,
to
like,
stop that
favorite
from happening, right?
Right. But like for example, when the Olympics, for example, they did it's so dumb. So they do a lottery that you enter. You go into the lottery to get a certain number of tickets. And they're different lotteries. So it's like if you want to go just by yourself, you enter the lottery to get 1 ticket. But there's another lottery to get 2 tickets or 3 tickets or 4 tickets. And just because you enter into one of them, it's not guaranteed that you're going to get those tickets.
Yeah.
But then what it is that you might think, oh, okay, so if you win the lottery, then you just get the tickets, right? No, you get the right to purchase the tickets.
Japan have figured out a way to gadgetify every process possible, man.
Dude, I remember I saw a few comments that were like, man, Connor fucking hates Japan. Why is he living there? He's so ungrateful, man. And it's like, nah, I want to
Privilege.
because I guess we do often point out the things that we don't like about Japan a lot, but that's because I think a lot of people, in my mind, view Japan as this like utopian country.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's like any other country, it has issues.
And also,
Yeah.
and also because, I think that we've experienced living here as opposed
Yeah,
to just
yeah.
visiting here, right? Like,
Exactly.
you can't
Yeah.
get a scope of a country
Yeah,
just
yeah.
from visiting it.
True.
Right?
But I mean, like, we have complaints about any country we live
Yeah,
in.
we're British. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
going to complain about anything.
like-
I'll find a complaint with something I love. Fuck. It was so hot in Kyoto. I remember I was sweating my ass off there.
Well, when
It was
did you go?
awful.
We
In the
went in the
summer,
summer.
like July or something.
Yeah, we went there too.
Did not like Japanese summer. It was as bad as everyone said it was going to be, but I thought everyone was exaggerating. Because I was like, there's no way it can be that awful, but it was.
No, it's pretty bad.